Amgen is a biotechnology company. Its blockbuster products include Neupogen and Enbrel.
Neupogen is something you use for red blood cell stimulation. So if you're having chemo or if you're trying to cheat on a bicycle race, that's a good thing to take. And then Enbrel is part of one of the top selling drugs, in fact, in the world, which is used for rheumatoid arthritis and Crohn's disease and things like spondylitis and so on and so forth.
Spondylitis?
Ankylosing spondylitis. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like something you don't want to have.
You do not want. I can't even say it again. $128.4 billion, price to earnings ratio of 17.5 and a dividend yield here of 2.3%. Gary?
Yeah, an interesting company. I mean, the share price has done fantastically well. I mean, we're seeing a target of about $191 a share. Interestingly mentioned Enbrel. Now that, we talked a little bit about the patent cliff that's coming up in 2019. Enbrel is actually an older drug that they've managed to extend the patent. So the nice thing is that sort of blockbuster drug is going to be around a little while longer and it's going to continue to earn for them.
How did they do that? Just change the formulation a little bit, get an extension?
Yeah, it's very complex and it's got a lot to do with the lawyers going in there and, again, because remember this whole...
But it is possible.
It is definitely possible.
To extend the patent.
Definitely possible. Again, remember the patents in biotech are very, very short and for obvious reasons. I mean, if you've got a drug that's curing and saving lives, you don't want to, not roll that out to the masses or roll it out at an incredibly high cost because they are literally lives at stake here. But they've managed to do that. And overall, I mean, our earnings forecasts for them are not bad. I mean, we see sort of 10% earnings growth over the next, compounded over the next 3 years.
Well, you own this one.
Yes. The reason we like it is because it has a lot of stuff high up the list, but it's not hugely dependent on one or two things. So if you look at the list of top 20 sellers globally, you'll see that Amgen's name comes up a lot. So all of the Neulasta, Epogen, all of that stuff I think we've talked about, that's post-chemo, red and white blood cell.
Can I just ask how long your history with Amgen has been?
We've owned it for about 3 or 4 years and it's become a core holding for us. What I like about it is the pipeline. So there are two things worth mentioning. One is a new class of cholesterol drugs which deal only with your bad cholesterol. So they're known as PCSK9 inhibitors and they deal specifically not like the old stuff like rosuvastatin and like Lipitor, which only sort of deals with your overall level of suspended cholesterol in blood. The other thing is they've got something which they're working on which will be a competitor to arthritis drug called Humira. I had to check it out. That's in FDA approval currently, and
but
that's
it
one
could
of
be
the top
another of those blockbuster drugs.
So arthritis, of course, is a condition where people used to die when they were 35 of a heart attack. Now they don't anymore, but you've got to deal with them when they get old and cranky.
Let's call this one hot or not.
You haven't even had a chance to say.
Yeah, no, I think it's hot. Yeah, I think you can.
Would you want to add? No, I don't want to cut the conversation short at all.
Again, with
I was droning on so much there, I couldn't remember that he had spoken yet.
No, he had actually
spoken. I've had a go at it. Yeah, like I said, we've got good earnings growth coming out of the company, and it's not priced that much differently from the rest. So I would go hot on it.
You even said 10% earnings growth forecast.
Compounded over the next 3 years.
This is the company with the biggest research commitment as well, because they really invented biotechnology production, which is using things like the ovarian cells of Chinese hamsters in order to manufacture drugs that in turn have an impact in the body in a very complex fashion. So I think they've got a big moat around them, more than the rest.
Gary, can we call it now?
I'll call it hot, yeah.
Hot?
Yeah,
Paul?
hot on this one too.